First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Cousins now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. There's Robinson showing the flash. Down to about the 37.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last this time. We'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 71 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. To the air again, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 28. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Falcons 7.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Pacheco. Fights through a narrow crease. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Second down, Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Felix Anudike-Uzomah fighting through to bring him down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
36-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Fielded just inside the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 86 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Cousins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, it's Tony. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and 6 now. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by London.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Cousins. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Let's ride, dog.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Following the interception, Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go right now. Like you want to win. Make it good. Don't let him run.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go, man. Time now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's rock and roll.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ray McLeod to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect set. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He'll get this to about the 38.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play fake, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A handoff now for Pacheco. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. It's one girl at a time, baby. Let's go, man. Don't stop that motor. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I got you, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Cousins now. Got London on a slant. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Again, it'll be Robinson. Oh, and he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
3rd and goal for Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A give right side for Pacheco. They juked him. Taken down at the 47-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
What is this?
Cousins. That pass complete to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondale Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd down, Cousins. Throw left side, there's London. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Cousins to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. He's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Cousins. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Coup now for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. McLeod now on the return, taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Handoff now to Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
Now this first drive in OT continues. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A touchdown run there from a yard out. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Arnold Ebiketie from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's what you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a 2nd lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Kansas City touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. McLeod now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Cousins. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On third down, Robinson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.